Live right now for the Killcliff Tekilla Kiwi Low Tech Power Hour. This is an exciting night because we have now for quite some time been running prelim events for Super Smash Bros. And what people are playing for is to get into the gamers bracket. On the gamer side of a bracket, there are 8 slots that are available. So we've been having prelim events, and the winner of every night wins a slot in the ultimate bracket. On the other side of that bracket, we've got our celebrities. We've got Gable Stevenson, the gold medal heavyweight freestyle wrestling champion for the United States, of course. He's going to be playing over on the celebrity side. So we're going to have 8 celebrities. We're going to have 8 gamers. They're going to play each other in Super Smash Bros. The winner of that bracket plays none other than Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, the current middleweight champion in the UFC. Unreal. Now, here's what's happening. On October 9th, happening live at Esports Stadium down in Arlington, Texas, we're going to be battling it out. We're going to have our gamers. We're going to have our celebrities. Everybody's going to be battling in Super Smash Bros. And we're going to declare the ultimate winner. Israel Adesanya is coming in. And for those of you who think the gamer is just going to roll over the celebrity or roll over Israel, it's probably true. But I'm telling you, don't count Izzy out ever, because Izzy's right now sitting back training. He's working. He's developing some mad skills in Super Smash Bros. But tonight is the last prelim event. I cannot tell you how excited I am. You need to go right now, no matter where you are watching, whatever Facebook channel, whatever Twitch channel, whatever YouTube channel, you need to go over to Brinks.tv. Put it up on screen. It's up on screen. To play and win, you got to go to Brinks.tv. BRINX.tv. When you get there, you're going to see this broadcast and a whole lot more. You can, while you're watching the broadcast, you're going to jump over and you're going to buy yourself a case of Tekilla Kiwi right there on the screen. You don't have to leave. You don't get bounced out to another site. You get to buy it right there. And you get to tip us. If you like what you see, you can give us a little bit of a tip. You also are going to participate in predictive gaming. Who do we think is going to win? What do we think is going to happen next? We're going to have polls. We're going to have trivia. Have all kinds of interactivity on Brinks.tv. And tonight, whoever winds up with the most points or Brinks Bucks wins themselves a free case of Tekilla Kiwi, my favorite Killcliff flavor. But I'm not going to be doing this alone. I'm going to be bringing in right now the one, the only, Stu, the announcer. Where's Stu, the announcer? Pop
What's going on, everybody?
Ooh, I like that. You are ready to go.
No, I'm
got your jersey
hyped.
on.
You already know ducks fly together, but no, that's you gotta love the movie references, and we're all getting ready for hockey season. But no matter what the season, it's always a good time for some Smash, primarily because we happen to do this in a very well air-conditioned building down here in Arlington.
That's right. That's right. I saw you doing a dance a little bit earlier, like when can you show our audience the little dance you were doing? Look at that! Look at that head. It's like it's not even connected to his body. He's a madman.
Sometimes I wonder if it is, if I'm being completely honest.
Sometimes I wonder.
Oh yeah, now, no, it's a bob. What can I say?
It's a bob. All right, listen to me, people. You need to go over to Brinks.tv. Put up that on the bottom, Brinks.tv. Give me a graphic. Give me something. People watching, BRINX.tv. You need to go there. Stu is going to be just screaming his lungs out for this is the final prelim event. And if you like what you hear, do you want to know how Stu makes money? Stu makes money from you. Stu makes money out of your generosity. You like what you hear? You want to support Stu? Just tip him. Tip him right there on the screen on Brinks.tv. That money goes straight into his pocket. So you hit tip, boom, into Stu's pocket, and he can feel the weight. You don't have to like buy some silly token and then cash it in later. You just buy it right there and give him cash directly.
Yeah,
Stu,
no,
I hear you like cash.
I sure do, Mr. Brankus. It's always a nice thing. Yeah, my grandfather always told me, rich or poor, it is nice to have money, and I'm just yeah.
That's right. All right. Well, listen. I am going to step aside right now because I don't know what I'm talking about with Super Smash Bros. Stu is the expert. Stu is going to take over from here. I'm going to bounce in periodically. And everybody enjoy themselves. Go to Brinks.tv, participate, get yourself some points, some Brinks bucks, win some free Kill Cliff. Tip Stu. Go there now, Brinks.tv. Stu, take it away.
Absolutely, Mr. Brankus, and thank you so much for that lovely introduction. That's why they pay you the big bucks. Certainly some of them Brinks bucks. We're going to get right into it. Top 8 has started up, and it is my pleasure to finally be calling this gentleman again. It's a friend of mine, actually from South Jersey, an individual by the name of Straw Hat, one of the people that helped put that region on the map. Came into prominence as a young Link, but has since switched over to Sephiroth and is fighting someone that we're actually quite familiar with on this very stream, Rorta, the Ken. And oh, you're gonna get outranged by that sword, buddy. If you keep drifting in like that, Sephiroth knows exactly how to take your head, especially with that Masamune blade. Going to see now just how deadly they may well be as they're trying to read these dash-ins. You can do that with down smash. Just kind of point exactly where they're going to stop their dash, and that could equal some pretty heavy knockback off of that stage. And especially on Pokemon Stadium with the sides being so close to the ledges, the edge of the stage rather. Could equal death for Rorta very quickly. We're going to take a look at this first trivia question. Well, it's not really a trivia question, more a poll. Straw Hat versus Rorta. Straw Hat, not necessarily, he does play a little bit of Wi-Fi, but not necessarily the Wi-Fi warrior type that you may have come to know, especially not in recent days, but going to see what y'all think about that, and certainly we're going to see what Rorta thinks about this ever so slight deficit. Rorta, one of those people who's done quite well in these brackets, beating people like Tenga, Ukit, and quite a few others on their way over to this side, to this top 8. All three of these Wi-Fi online qualifiers, that we have held. Well, they've been on top 8, and you're just going to get shield broken at Legend. Die for it, bro. You know better. You know how to deal with the Shoto shield pressure at Ledge. You're from Jersey, my guy. But, all right, we'll talk about that later. I'm just harass him on Snapchat about that, but that's not a here nor there. Oh, might have overestimated their recovery there, and that's going to be stock number 2 as Rorta bringing garbage into gold. Parries the counter. Well done by Rorta. Hitting parries online is so exceptionally difficult. Cannot express just how hard it is. And man, how hard are the fists of Ken Masters, taking 3 successive stocks in order to take game number 1 off of the stronghold of South Jersey, Straw Hat. And if you're familiar with Jersey Smash, you know just how deep a cut that really was. Once again, folks, I am Mazer Stu, the announcer. You might know me better as Stuart Campbell, and really, whatever you know me as, certainly glad to know you as a viewer here on Brinks.tv. That's BRINX. You already know what you're doing here. It's the online Tekilla Kiwi Low Tech Power Hour qualifiers. It's the very last one. The last person standing will be the last person to qualify. They'll get flown out here for our championship event on October 9th. Chance to fight a few people, Gable Stevenson among them, and of course, waiting at the end, the current UFC middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya. Whoever's going to be doing that is going to be doing it with a little extra weight in their pocket, because they're going to be $3,000 richer. That's how you support a community, folks. We're going to get into game number 2, and as we get back to the action, we'll have to see what the stage pick was. It didn't sound like it took too long, but you never know. Someone like Straw Hat, they may well have planned ahead for such a situation and made that pick super quickly, or they just decide that they want the run back. Considering some of the plays that we saw in game number 1, this does not shock me all that much. They definitely want that shield break at ledge back. They want that botched recovery. Certainly the quickness with which that third stock was, let's call it expedited outward. Oh, we're going to see that recovery finally come through. This is best of 5 territory here in top 8. So a little bit of time to adapt. Looking for shadow players to connect off ledge, maybe trying to catch Rorta being a little non-judicious at ledge. Instead, it's going to be the lightweight of Sephiroth that winds up doing in Straw Hat there. The stock number 1 will go in favor of Rorta. The shadow players finally connecting off ledge. Could have put Rorta into a precarious situation, but they do DI upward. Focus attack. Dash attack, not going to find the mark. Again, Sephiroth finds himself at ledge. Straw Hat again, a person who has taken games and sets off of some of the best that the Northeast has to offer, especially in the tri-state region. The New Jersey PR, I will say, is very much dominated by the north and central parts. The South not represented all that much, except if it's by people like Straw Hat, Vince, and perhaps some other newcomers later on. And that's your second shield break, my guy. What is going on? And now you're just going to get popped up and dunked for it. Again, the pressure that Ken can put onto your shield, you cannot afford to simply sit there and hold it. I don't know if they were going for a parry or what, but simply mistiming it. Straw Hat with some pretty good results, all things considered, in, well, not recently. They haven't really played the game in quite a long time, but getting back into it, looking at some potential winnings online. Certainly an attractive prospect for anyone that has taken games off of people like Pharaoh, Ayoshi, Reflection, very good Bayonetta from out of that region, and Joker. Sansko, one of the more celebrated Bowsers through the Wi-Fi era. Yeah, no, this guy knows what they are doing. But then again, this is Rorta we're talking about, someone who's made these top 8 runs so consistently in these brackets, and very recently, actually just yesterday, no, not yesterday, a couple days ago, took a 3-0 set off of Hungry Box, Liquid Hungry Box, the literal, one of the 5 gods of Melee, gone over to Ultimate, and yeah, took them down in the Ultimate bracket there by a score of 3-0. So a pretty impressive one. Definitely shows that they know the Jigglypuff matchup, which may well come up later on if you were paying attention to the bracket. But Rorta again just throwing the crescent kicks out there. Straw Hat making a game of it, but ultimately it was Ken Masters yet again raising their hand in victory. Just like that, they are up by a score of 2-0. The adjustments are going to have to be quick from Straw Hat if they are to make this happen. Once again, folks, I'd like to thank you for joining us. In winner's final already is actually Pat 2, which we were going to get a pronunciation check on that, but beating the Minty one by a score of 3-0. This is a Rob main. Rob is one of those problematic characters, I will just say, on Wi-Fi or offline. So many things that make them rather troublesome to have to deal with. But Pat 2, they have the pronunciation right there, and she, her, right on. You know what? Kick ass, young lady. Definitely respect it. And from San Antonio, you're kind of digging it. So yeah, might just be a simple drive up north for them if they're to qualify for the Tekilla Kiwi online qualifier. Although I will say, traffic around DFW gets a little hairy. So make sure you stock up on the Tekilla Kiwis. So we're going to get into game number 3, and here comes the young Link. I tried to warn you. You can't say I didn't. Anyway, might well see the same stage just to try to cut down on the amounts of variables. And certainly young Link, one of those characters that has a few ranged attacks that work to their advantage, but also, yeah, those forward airs, those neutral airs work out so well in their favor. One of the better aerial boxing options in the game, in that frame 4 neutral air tacks on such good damage, and certainly the range that those forward airs provide. Frame 6 back air as well as in the up air. You do not want to be above Young Link. Basically, if Young Link pops you up, you might be in trouble, but that could be said for the fists of Ken Masters as well. He was but a child, Ken! And that is the heavy Shoryuken true inputs, the multi-hit. There you go, those boomerang. Gonna try to rely a little bit on set play and see how true those combos are on Wi-Fi as well. It will be important to try to establish the grab game if you are Young Link. You do have that tether grab, which means it's extremely punishable, but can actually give you just a little bit more range if they try to roll out of your way. And of course, the option to zare them or use that hook shot in midair, it won't get you a grab, but it will give you a little bit of a hitbox and perhaps a bit of a deterrent. It comes out in 9 frames if you're curious, or 0.15 seconds. So, for the uninitiated. And there you go, just like that. The Young Link gets himself on the board, and perhaps a little bit more of a sensibly paced game number 2. Number 3. Time flies when you have fun. Oh, the multi-hit on the Tatsumaki. Oh, could not get active on the up B. Rorta is exhibiting some great patience, not coming through, and maybe it's Straw Hat not giving them enough credit, but either way, they are just not falling for it in any stretch. And that's that quick hit of that frame 4 neutral air. Ooh. Those down tilts, good pop-up options. It may well come down to who's able to fight up close. And even though Ken is very quick, it's gonna be the down air that winds up taking that action. It stays out forever. That's an exaggeration, folks. It's hyperbole. Please look that up. It does not actually stay out forever. Either way, okay, I'm gonna stop explaining myself and start explaining the action. Again, getting popped up by those arrows. Again, the set play of Young Link. It could well be one at range. And if Rorta keeps going for these options, it could be swinging and missing. That's the problem with being a cleanup hitter. If you take those deep cuts, you are liable to strike out every now and then. Oh, missing on the Zare. Not on the Zare, just on the tether grab. And that's the problem. You will get into a situation where that grab will get punished. You have to hold 60% right off the rip, bro. That is crazy. One big hit will win this for Straw Hat. But, oh man, just powers right through that. And looking for it, rolls out of the way, gets out of the down tilt. Got a little too greedy with it, and they get rewarded. Catches the jump from off of the ledge and gets the forward air at range. Young Link points their sword to the sky in victory, but they're going to have to do that 2 more times if they want to claim their spot in winner's final. Once again, Pat 2 sitting there already by beating Minty 1 by a score of 3-0. And yeah, there we go. We're going to have to see what the stage counter pick is, if there is one at all. We could well just go all the way through to Pokemon Stadium. But hey, you know what? These players, they're playing to win. Why don't you do the same? Go ahead, register now at brinks.tv, BRINX. Let me try that again. BRINX. I had to do that. You know, what can I say? It's just, that's how the language works. Either way, play, win, repeat. you already know how we do. It's Brinks.tv. Get them Brinks bucks. Go ahead, drop it on a case of Kill Cliff. It's Kiwi. It's not bad. I'm digging it myself. And yeah, apparently it mixes really good with tequila if that is your type of thing. And yeah, first of all, 21 or older, please definitely enjoy responsibly. But it's yeah, not bad. I don't even drink alcohol. I'm just enjoying this straight up. So I'm digging it, and I'm sure you will too. The only way to know for sure, get yourself a case, and hey, share it with your friends and family, because sharing is caring. You already know. Holiday season coming up. I used to think that it would be after Thanksgiving that we start worrying about Christmas, but apparently I started hearing Christmas songs after the 21st night of September, which you already know. Badia, say that you remember. Let's get that out of the way now. So, yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Certainly a couple of those elements on the side, at least one of those on the side of Young Link, especially with that fire tunic. But we'll have to see. Oh, joining in this game is going to be the one, the only John Brinkus. I'm not sure how much sports science applies to this particular matchup, but if you got some knowledge, feel free to drop it on us.
Brinks.tv up on my 90-inch television. I also have my phone. I'm watching and playing along. So I wanted to just jump in here. I'm looking kind of schlubby, but that's okay, right? I can look schlubby.
You're chilling. Like, who's to say that you have to be amped up? Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't. Hold on. I'm gonna like look a little bit less schlubby. Hey, can we get a
I was
poll
about to join you.
Going on?
Oh, this thing goes back. Chill.
Does John look? Who looks more? Who looks schlubby-er, John or Stu? I want to know. Who looks schlubby-er? Schlubby is a real word.
Schlubby. See, I'm digging it. It's not onomatopoeia. There's another phenomenon that describes it. I'm sounding like such a dork right now. Anyway.
Onomatopoeia is, dude, it's awesome. Hey, we're gonna play. You want to know what we're gonna play, Stu? While this game is going on, we're gonna play rock paper scissors, and we're gonna have people try to predict what's happening.
I know why you're doing this because I described fighting games as a rock paper scissors mechanic. It's like if you attack, you won't get your grabs off. If you block, you won't get your attacks off. But if you shield, you're going to get grabbed. That's
right.
Stuff like that. I appreciate the foresight there.
That's right. Hold on. Oh, hey, by the way, hey, Courtney, can we put the results of the Schlubby poll up there? Hold on. It's not? What do you know what you're talking about?
It's like an S-C-H-L-U-B-B.
S-C-H, how do you spell Schlubby? S-C-H-L-U-B-B-I-E-R. Kind of like it.
I dig it.
Like
two stocks for two right now.
That's right.
Gotta say, I am impressed by how well Straw Hat has been adapting, utilizing those ranged things. I don't think a bomb to the face is something that one normally survives. So all the credit in the world to Ken Masters for that.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Hey, Courtney, did you get the result? That result, the Schlubby result, up on screen or no? Well, I'm holding it.
We're kind of holding on to.
Listen, look at it. Yeah. Look at Mugiwara is winning.
Yeah, Mugiwara right now. That is Straw Hat. That's a gentleman that I happen to know personally from South Jersey. So someone else from that area of the world gonna have to venture towards Arlington, Texas potentially if they win this. But going up against Rorta, gonna have to connect on they need this chip damage more than anything else if they want to find themselves in a good position, and they might not be.
Wait, who looks schlubbier? John Brinkus! The hell?
I mean, I'm sitting upright. What do you want from me?
I don't know, dude. People they're gonna say, "Gee, did John Brinkus gain any weight?" The answer is yes, I did. Yeah.
I think that is in fact game number 4 in favor of Straw Hat. I'll say this, Straw Hat not looking too schlubby right now.
Good use of the word, Stu. Good use of the word.
I'm learning. I have to adapt quickly, especially when you're working with literal Emmy Award-winning talent. So
That's right. That's right. Here we go. Hey, how long are we going to be on the screen here for a little bit, Courtney? 30 seconds. Here we go. Can you put up a rock, paper, scissors? Watch this.
You going?
Ready? Here we go. Wait. Put rock, paper, scissors up. Ready?
Yeah.
I want to see it come up on Brinks.tv. Put it up on Brinks. Here we go. Ready? Ready, Stu? Ready?
Yeah.
We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then shoot. Ready?
Okay.
Ready? Here we go. 1, 2,
3,
3. Shoot!
Ooh, I got you.
Oh, that's not right. All right, do it again.
Oh,
do it again.
Oh, for real though?
Ready?
Yeah.
For real. 1,
right. 1, 2,
3, shoot! Wait,
for,
where's your hand? You changed your hand.
Okay,
you
look,
can't do that.
We'll do that again. We'll do that again.
You're
I didn't realize
cheating.
it was cut off.
You're
I so
totally
had you
cheating.
I had you.
You did know it was cut
I
off.
had you. Don't even run.
Here we go.
All right.
Ready?
All right, fine. Ready?
Here we go. Ready? Here we go. 1,
Yeah. 1,
2. No,
3.
you go on me, not on you. This is like you're making it too complicated. Ready? Here we go.
Fine, whatever.
On me. 1, 2, 3, shoot! Oh, you can't do that!
Go.
You watched me put up.
I am.
You did it late.
Okay, you know what? Am I gonna go into how we're tape delayed right now? Okay, no, not ever so slightly. But if you really want to, settle this in person, I suggest that you show up to the esports stadium
I'll show
on
up to
October 9th.
Hold your fist up like this.
Rock paper scissors.
Hold your fist up like this.
Okay.
Ready? Now watch this. We're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, shoot, and you're just gonna shoot it. Ready?
Got it.
1, 2, 3. Don't move.
Okay, for real?
Don't move. Shoot.
All right.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
No, don't even. Are you for real right now? This not. Wow. All right. This is gotcha. All right. First you call me a mop, and then you do this. That's totally cool.
You do look like a mop. Listen, you're a young mop though.
I'll give you that. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
What kind of game we got going on?
There you go. And it's game number 5. The winner of this one decides who faces off against Pat 2 in winners final. So definitely a game of consequence. And going to small battlefield, you saw the perhaps the first 3 games that was played on Pokemon Stadium. Similar platform layout, but slightly smaller stage. Could well favor the up-close fighter here in Ken, being piloted by Rorta. Now, continuing on, Rorta making it here by defeating Luigi, named This Is God 326. Well parried to get into that. Rorta being from Florida, not a bad travel distance themselves if they were to qualify. They came so close so many times already. I mean, it's one of those things. And it's funny how you talked about people's reaction times, Mr. Brinkus, because it definitely applies here. I remember on that first broadcast that we had together about how it takes 1/10 of a second for things to even be registered by the eye. I mean, you're talking about that when it comes to these interactions. You're counting frames as to when you can react to certain things, as to when they're going to be able to get out of your combos. At the highest level of the game, this is essentially applied mathematics.
This is applied mathematics. And what's interesting to me, watching all these esport athletes, is that you really need to be anticipating 3 or 4 moves ahead. You can't just be like doing something now. You've got to have some combo locked and loaded, ready to go. So, that 1/10 of a second, you're just planning on doing something that takes longer than 1/10 of a second so your opponent can't react at all. And whether or not that combo works or not determines who's going to win the point at the time. It's interesting because it's not too dissimilar to football, where like everything is going on and you've got all these things happening all at once. I think esports is more similar to that than to something like tennis.
You're absolutely right, and really just the war of attrition that Smash winds up being, certainly also relatable to football. Sometimes you just gotta punt, but when you see that open field, you can just run and catch daylight. Rorta very close to being on their last stock. If Straw Hat wins this, they're talking about this being a reverse 3-0. Very difficult to do, certainly in the heat of the moment, certainly under pressure. Oh my, dude, couldn't hit the tech, and they're going to lose their stock for it. Consequential stuff here, Mr. Brinkus.
Yeah, on Brinks.tv right now, it's asking us, are you a button master or do you plan your moves ahead of time? Strategy or button mash? I think everybody is pretty much saying button mash.
Oh, I 100% button mash, but there are instances where button mashing is in fact the best strategy. It's just being able to discern when that time might be. And certainly a time like this, if you are young Link, you want to be going all in with the projectiles and have them just try to walk into it, turn the game into like an earlier type shooter. You might as well just turn it into Space Invaders or Galaga, because they have to navigate through those bullets if they want a chance to get in. And you might get that kill, but you're going to be suffering 57 percentage points worth of damage in order to do it. This is a last stop situation. It's tense. I want to know, who do you have, Mr. Brinkus?
I'm going Straw Hat.
I mean, momentum is real. Momentum is a real thing.
Do you want to know what's interesting? Is that you say momentum is real, but you cannot scientifically prove it.
Of course not.
You can't prove it.
But I know
we tried. I tried over and over and over. And
that was a big sticking point. Yeah.
It's not actually provable.
And I kind of wonder if there's some sort of psychological property to it. Almost certainly, right? Oh, there you go, the pop-up into the forward air, and Straw Hat survived 3 successive victories, and they will slash and dash their way into winner's final.
Wow, look at the sportsmanship showed by Ken. Woo!
I mean, look, they piled up the damage. They knew exactly what they needed to do. When you're Ken, you really want to be getting in and getting those kills at early percentages. And you saw that perform so well in those first 2 games, but the switch over to Young Link, Rorta simply could not deal with all those projectiles. They brought their fists to a sword and bomb and boomerang fight, and you know how that might turn out. I might not need a scientist to prove that correct, especially not here.
Yeah, that's right. Stu, you're doing an amazing job, and I want to encourage everybody, go over to Brinks.tv. If you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube or somewhere else, go over to Brinks.tv and make sure you tip Stu. All you got to do, go to that little shopping cart that's on Brinks.tv. You don't have to like pre-buy a token and then transfer it or do anything like that. I don't like other platforms. You can go directly there and you can tip Stewie right on Brinks.tv. I like Stewie, by the way. Stewie's a great name.
I've been called worse today, I assure you. So it's absolutely. Brinks.tv, you already know. BRINX. We're just kind of hanging out here. We're vibing, we're gaming as you do on a Thursday night. It's just a game session with the homies. What else do you want?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I will say, even though obviously, broadcast journalist, I'm supposed to be unbiased. Knowing Straw Hat personally and their journey, it's really cool to see them do well. Great guy from South Jersey. I'm not even going to say kid. Dude's a full-grown man. College graduate from Rider and just a very talented player. One who has had to go the extra mile to even be recognized as one of the premier players of their character, and has done so and is showing the fruits of their labor online as well as off.
That's right. I got to bounce for a moment. Stu, you got to take over. Everybody tip Stu. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you.
Tip Stewie.
Thank you very much for the vote of confidence, Mr. Brinkus, and I will not let you down in that regard. And we're going to take a quick commercial break, folks. Coming up, we saw that sort of young Link doing work, but they're going to need to sharpen it because Rob the Robot waits for them in Winners Final. Pat 2 versus Straw Hat. Winners Final. Next on the Low Tech Power Hour.
Chaz, how are you doing? What's your favorite flavor of Killcliff CBD?
I like the strawberry days the best.
God, why are you so boring? Why?
Strawberry days isn't boring. Number one.
No, you're boring. The flavor is great, but you're just like, bleh.
Oh, I'm sorry that you asked me a question. I answered it. Brinkus, what would you like me to do?
He was setting you up, Chaz, to say something cool.
Say it with feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Why don't you say it with feeling, Chaz?
Mm-hmm.
Chaz, how are you doing? What's your favorite flavor of Killcliff CBD?
I like the strawberry days the best.
Did they put crack in it recently?
Oh, God, he's so embarrassing.
It's time for Guess What's Next? Brings TV, winners, winners, and more winners. Brings TV, play, win, repeat. Oh my. Play, win, repeat. Oh my. Play, win, repeat. Oh my.
Thank you for coming today. I have important announcement. Killcliff is world's first and best clean energy drink. It come to my attention some people claim they are first clean energy. Fake. I hate fake people. Exhibit A. Here I am in secret lab making Joe Rogan Flaming Joe, best-selling clean energy drink in world. Exhibit B. Type world's first and best clean energy drink ever.com. It's Killcliff.
Killcliff lifestyle. It's freestyle, you know what I mean? It's freedom of expression. Look at this, expressive as you get, you know, without being overly busy and overly expressive. It speaks for itself. I feel like we're just getting started, and we're the new monsters in the game, the new beasts in the territory, the new dogs in the yard. And man, we're about to piss all over everyone. Ignite, Tekilla Kiwi. Ching!
Brinks TV. Winners, winners, and more winners.
Killcliff make your drink cold happy. 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 Killcliff make your drink cold happy.
Killcliff make your drink cold happy. Killcliff make your drink cold happy. Killcliff make your drink cold happy.
Hey everybody, Mustachosaurus here for Killcliff's new Ignite flavored Tequila Kiwi. There's no better way to get rid of that itch on my face than with the boatload of tequila mixed into Tequila Kiwi. Woohoo! Check me out, got some happy feet and my face isn't itchy. Go to killcliff.com.
Killcliff, the clean energy drink, presents Abe, the American balding eagle. Back in the day, Abe got laid a lot. He was such a stud. Killcliff put his mug on a jug. Now, with one comb over a feather for hair, toxic energy drinks still need to beware, cause his drinks are clean, and he's part of the Killcliff team. That's a temporary name, pappy. Make your drink hole happy. Go to killcliff.com and get the jug of the mug with Abe back in the day when he got laid a lot.
And now, because someone is always watching, Brinks TV presents Lumpfish Bowl. Lumpfish Bowl.
We are getting right back into it, folks. We are joining losers quarterfinal already in progress. Rorta versus Dill Pickle. We did see this Ken go up against the Jigglypuff before, and didn't really end all that well for the Puff. Dill Pickle, perhaps with a measure of revenge on their mind. And here we go to Smashville. Pretty close up stage, but yeah, if you just float there like that, you are going to be combo food. Not the best situation for Dill Pickle to be in right off the rip, but here we go. And again, this is Rorta we're talking about. Just a couple of days ago, beat Hungrybox, who might not be, not exactly who they are in Ultimate as they are in Melee, which is a very different game on a technical level. But still, Hungrybox, with all that technical skill, all that game knowledge, all that experience, knowing how to beat someone like them is not an easy feat. And Rorta beat them by a score of 3-0 just a couple of nights ago. Dill Pickle with the dash attack, trying to reverse their fortunes. However, Rorta maybe punishing Dill Pickle just a little bit. They want to drift in. They want to get back to the stage and out of danger. That is exactly where Rorta thrives. And just like that, it doesn't matter if you're light. You're going to get tagged up to 66% by a character that absolutely thrives on dealing out damage from just those little combos. That was all for the focus attack, by the way. Dill Pickle will definitely need to do better in order to make that happen for them a little bit more effectively. Dill Pickle, an individual who's not done too bad for themselves, all things considered, in pretty populated Wi-Fi brackets. People like Kirby Fan, Man Combos, who was on the cusp of qualifying for top 8 themselves. So yeah, pretty good player, could be said. Oh, one of those people that might have populated, one of those people that sort of populates the lower rounds of larger brackets, but still, when they show out, all it takes is a little bit of momentum on their side. Rorta with these double parries. Just standing there in the middle of the stage. You don't need to seed it, so why would you? It's almost a full stock lead now. Or this can. Dill Pickle going down below ledge, trying to read the recovery, but Rorta wisely guessing high, and they will be rewarded with a simple up tilt on the lightest character in the game, and that is going to take Dill down to potentially their tournament stock. Oh man, yeah. Focus attack is just going to eat that damage, and now, just like that, yet again, you're holding 51 percentage points. And yeah, that's a 3-stock. Those focus attacks. They knew exactly when Dill wanted to press the button. Focus attack, giving you that armor. And just like that, you're able to convert and get those stocks off, and Rorta will survive. Will fight another day. Rorta will be taking on This Is God 326. I believe that is there Luigi? I'm pretty sure that's who sent them down into losers. Yeah, in fact, it was Rorta who had to beat that very player in order to qualify for top 8. So we're going to see if that happens for them. We're going to check in on winners final. As it stands right now, Straw Hat winning against Pat 2 by a score of 1-0. It's a Rob versus either Sephiroth or Young Link. So will be interesting to see how that is playing out. We will join that match in progress. But folks, once again, I'd like to thank you all for joining us. Brinks.tv, BRINX. You already know how we do. If you've been watching this, you know how it's spelled, and you know exactly what it is that we do here. And it's 3 things: play, win, and repeat. So get in on that. If you want to throw up a poll, I guess now is the time to do it. But yeah, Mazer Stu, the announcer, rocking out with you here on the Low Tech Power Hour, presented by none other than Tekilla Kiwi. It's not bad, yeah. And just go ahead and throw a trivia question up there, I guess. We will we'll keep this going. Winners final, and it turns out that it is Straw Hat versus Pat 2. Question is going to be coming up. Which Super Smash Bros. Game did Cloud make his debut in as a playable character? Smash Bros. On the N64? Was it Melee? Was it Ultimate? Or was it Smash 4, as colloquially known? The official name was Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. So, we're going to reveal that answer. It was a very big moment when it was revealed. Pretty viral, all things considered. And I guess we'll show that answer at some juncture. I'm pretty sure later on. We'll bring it up there for a little bit. And there you go. It is Super Smash Brothers 4. Smash 4. Cloud was pretty busted in that game, if I'm being completely honest. You could just scoop someone up with up air. That really shouldn't happen. But regardless of that, we're at the... Hear the one-winged angel of Sephiroth playing in the background, but that is young Link. Just deploying their wares instead of the one-winged angel. Fire arrow. So it was a score of 1-1. Hat 2 was able to win that. So this is Straw Hat's counter pick. They did quite well for themselves on small battlefield in loser semifinals. Excuse me, winner semifinals. Taking 2 successive games off of Rorta on this very map. Oh yeah, I was not able to recover that in time. Might have been looking for the that, but couldn't find it. The Pat 2 with an early advantage. The Nair going to find the mark on that big target that Rob provides. One of the few counters that Rob really has. The fact that it provides such a big body for these attacks to hit. But then again, so many deterrents potentially for young Link to have to look out for. Oh, there you go. Sends him off stage with the greatest of ease at 168%. Looking for that Z-drop bomb, will not find it. Instead, Rob chooses to jump. The Nair will catch them out and send them off the stage. So at 43%, it's not undoable for this young Link. This ace from New Jersey by the name of Straw Hat, and wow, so easily tied up in terms of percentage. Sends him all the way to the corner, but if you're young Link, you're gonna have to work awful hard for these stocks. You saw what percentage Rob lived to last time. Oh, they are throwing out a lot of forward airs. I think they're going to try to get this stock off of Miss DI. So we saw with that down air, but again, 141, full rage Rob. Finally sends him to the corner, catches him with that projectile play, closes down with the speed in midair, finds him with the forward air. However, that grab catches the drift out and the up smash to follow up. One stock apiece for each of these combatants for a pretty sizable advantage in this game number 3. Tied up at 1, as we indicated earlier on in the set. The lasers, again, if you want to beat young Link, you might have to do it at their own game. Those down tilts, you're not going to get those for free. Oh, shoot, the side B. Carries them off through the corner. The arrows. Followed up by the Nair. It is a very committal move. Can be called out. But it will have to be one of those things that is adapted to. It's one of the more methodical moves of Rob's moveset, even though certainly has its uses. Forward air, not going to find the mark. Hits on shield. And it's going to be the side B at ledge. He took a little bit too much time getting there, and all Rob had to do was wind it up, let it fly. One of the more improved moves from Smash 4 to Ultimate. One of the things that makes Rob such a threat in this game, in fact. So yeah, that's going to be game number 3, going in favor of Pat 2, this Rob from San Antonio, Texas. I will say, if they are to make the trip up to Arlington, they would be in pretty good company. This is pretty much the land of the robots between people like Grayson and Cosma, who are PR, not to mention Atomic, who has taken quite a few games off of some of the best that this region has to offer. And I believe it was Cosma who wound up qualifying for the event itself on July, goodness gracious. I was thinking of a tournament that he won in July. That wound up qualifying for the event on October 9th in Arlington, Texas, at the Esports Stadium, Arlington. So we're going to get to game number 4. I'm going to stop stumbling over my words. The first one's guaranteed. The second one is certainly not. Small Battlefield is the destination yet again. D-drops with the bombs. Pile on the damage. Get as much of an advantage as you possibly can, young man. As the laser going to clear the way of the bomb. You knew you weren't aiming for Young Link. Don't aim in front. That time, catches him on the skip. Garen off the stage. Doing pretty well now. Catching Rob out quite a bit with these Z drops on the bomb. You press Z, lets you drop an item, whatever it is that you are holding. That includes bombs. Certainly can apply for some trickery on the part of Straw Hat. And certainly, again, that big body that Rob the Robot provides. One of the bad things about being Rob, certainly you have a lot of weight to you. A lot of ability to combo, certainly a really good data on some of your moves. Some ridiculous hitboxes as well. But it's not all easy. You're a big target. And that kid's pretty good with their bow and arrow already, to be completely honest. As we're showing right there, again, popping him up. And that sword, the Kokiri sword, to finish it off, points it to the sky. And that is exactly where Rob will head. That robot was not built to handle high altitudes. Probably want to keep their feet on the ground for the most part, unless they're jumping in with a particular button. And again, just getting their movement read a little much here in this game number 4, despite having that gyro in hand. That's where you use the tether, where you're able to just kind of latch onto ledge and maybe hang there, get back up, and not quite as easy to punish that. Very advantageous to have, especially in disadvantage. Even though Young Link, not necessarily the best character off the stage, and can be rather easy to exploit that recovery. But if you're not ready for it, you could just give Young Link new life inadvertently. And as this Young Link sits at 175%, still on their first stock, pops him up, the bomb, assisting with that, 121% on this second stock of Rob's. That will do it. Straw Hat finally taking their exit. 4 minutes of change remaining in this game number 4. Hits on shield, using the gyro against them. It's a good projectile if you can get your hands on it. Problem is, not a whole lot of people do, or can. Gonna grab the gyro. Again, looking for setup play, trying to escape the arrows. They jump into the gyro, one of those things that can chip away your confidence. The grab into the up air, not gonna be enough to kill, not at 64%. Gets the grab. Not able to confirm with the up air on the platform. Straw Hat doing everything they possibly could to drift out of that. Oh, yeah, you're hung above the ledge. You weren't going to be able to grab that without getting down aired, my guy. I'm sorry, that's just not how this game works. You know it, I know it. That is a crucial mistake, and one that could very well determine who sits in Grands on winner's side, as Cat 2 has Straw Hat down to their winner's side stop. Oh, and here we go, an intense moment. 21%. Looking for the spot dodge. They were both thinking the same thing. You want to play defensively primarily in this game. It's all about positioning and how you're able to exploit that. Can't just mindlessly button mash. You got to think about what you're doing and where you're doing it. Certainly these two have a pretty good understanding of that if they're in winner's final. Drops the shield, gets hit with the boomerang, and that goes right into the sex kick of Young Link. It's a quick move, the frame 4 nair, but hey, they are popular amongst top players for a reason. They're quick, they're effective. The Dirty Deed done dirt cheap, and there's nothing dirtier than getting your jump in red by an up smash. Absolutely filthy stuff from Pat 2. And she's gonna move on into grand finals winner's side. Get you some, young lady. That is how it's done. Straw Hat going to be a formidable opponent to whoever is going to come through losers semifinals. We are going to take a quick break. Don't go away. Loser's side is coming up next here on the Tekilla Kiwi Low Tech Power Hour on Breaks.tv.
Mario versus Sonic, the ultimate beef. You know, we got Nintendo versus Sega. Let's go and pull up the tail of the tape, and let's go and do a little rundown here. So, tail of the tape, Mario is 40 years old. He's 5'1", which is kind of short, and he's, for his size, obviously, he's a little more rotund, I guess you could say. You know, he weighs 198 pounds at 5'1".
Jesus, he is literally a walking bowling ball.
Pretty much. Maybe that's country strong, you know, like
yeah.
He's thick.
That's farm strong right there.
You know, yeah, some notes that he has the ability to shoot fireballs, he can fly, and clearly has knockout power, as we've seen in all of his video games.
Yes.
If we look over at Sonic, Sonic has the age difference here. He wins a little bit more. He's a little younger and youthful. He's 30 years old. He's going to lose here with the height, the reach, and the size. He's only 3'3". Yeah, man, it's like fighting an Oompa Loompa when the other guy is a smaller Oompa Loompa.
It's like Donnie DeVito.
Like look, Danny DeVito's running around.
Yeah, Danny DeVito.
He weighs 77 pounds, so he's a very thin. He actually is a little more athletic for his size, so chance is good. Maybe Mario is a little bit more leaning on the unhealthy side, you know, but Sonic is a runner. It's hard to be a fat runner. Notes, he does some cool spinny shit, which I think is going to come in handy, and also he can move so fast that he can actually slow down time if you watch the really shitty Sonic movie, that is. So let's talk about it. Who wins? Who you got?
Man, I got Sonic just because, you know, that's the spider monkey way. Just be faster than these bigger guys. The bigger guys are slow. You guys are slow. You guys. So I'm going to go with Sonic for sure. But there is some good qualities about being Italian fed because clearly Mario is a meatball. So, you know, he could just like grab a hold of him and sit on him. I don't know, but I feel like Sonic would be hard to catch. So
Mario is the male plumber version of Snooki from Jersey Shore.
Oh my God, yeah.
He is the ultimate meatball for sure. That's
awesome.
He's Snooki with a mustache, and he plums. I don't know if Snooki plums, but maybe. I don't know. I actually do have a clip of Mario kind of throwing down so we could see a little bit of his technique here. So let's go ahead and play that clip and let's see what Mario's got in terms of stand-up at least. I think he's got some good takedowns as well. See, that uppercut there is solid.
Oh my God.
You have to work on that defense stuff. See, solid takedown. Little dirty shot here. Little dirty shot. All right, so I think Mario is at least willing to play dirty if it has to come to it. So.
Yeah, he's beating the shit out of his brother.
Brings TV. Play, win, repeat. Oh my. Play, win, repeat. Oh my. Play, win, repeat. Oh my.
Let's go.
Dude, that was like dog balls to the face. Like,
Oh,
man.
She's gonna be pulling dog hairs out of her teeth for a minute.
That's it. All right.
He works out.
Yeah.
Oh
Dude, that's awesome.
He's built like a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah.
I'm built different. Murdered that dude. Is this like when the guys were bleaching their booty holes?
The perennial.
What's that primordial death screech? Sound like a fucking pterodactyl.
Lucky for that guy, he clearly hasn't hit puberty, so he'll be fine.
Oh, Jesus.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Don't do it.
Uh-oh. That's a Vespa.
Big red
I'm just
flag
guessing
at
about
once.
this.
Oh! Left to right. Left to right. Which one?
Oh my
It's
God.
she's going left or right. Left or right.
Guy in the front is not like getting dissuaded at all. He's just on it. He's just like
No, he's
rocking and rolling.
he's got it.
I got it. I got it, baby. I got
we got it.
I got
We
it.
got it. We got it. We totally got it.
We don't got it.
That's how I would imagine Brinkus leaving the bar on his Vespa.
Probably.
Speaking of shameless self-promotion.
Oh, is that Flaming Joe Ignite?
It is.
Oh,
it
it
is
is.
delicious.
Flaming
No,
Joe,
that's actually
right
the
there.
No, this is the CBD. This is the CBD.
Well,
now.
that's the CBD, but we just
It's
put
good
out
for you.
Ignite.
It's got CBDs. It's got CBDs.
That's right.
now.
Go buy it. Make sure you buys it.
Brinks TV. Winners, winners, and more winners.
What's missing in today's game from those defenses that we had?
Well, the one thing, and I would say that we, and I'm glad you said we don't compare.
We don't compare.
No, we don't compare. We connect. And that's the thing that I, share when I'm talking. Hey, was it 2000 Ravens or the 2002 Bucks?
Yeah.
What you guys got to understand is attitude. Let's not be defeated and say today's an offensive game.
No,
it's not.
it's not.
The game's a game of football.
That's it.
Period. If anything showed that, the Bucks defense of 21 showed that in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's still a
defensive game.
A defensive game.
The greatest show we've ever seen in the last 5-7 years. They did not score a touchdown.
It's still a defensive game. If they don't score, they don't win.
They don't win.
So it's still a defensive game. I think what's missing now, Ray, is if these young men are defeated in their minds, get in the field saying it's an offensive game. Offensive guys going to get the call. Offense. You're setting up one of the barriers right there before you even hit the field as an individual.
Yeah.
You guys collectively thinking like that as a team, you're putting yourselves behind the 8 ball from your attitude standpoint. The other thing I think is really missing is fundamentals.
Fundamentals.
Fundamentals. The fundamentals, man. It's what happened to feet, stand, start, read, run, react. What happened to that?
What happened to that?
What I look at linebackers now, and I look at, and I'll share this. I was sharing this with the 2 Bucks guys. 2 young, Levante David
and White,
vets, Devin White, young up and coming. I shared it 3 days ago. I said, gentlemen, if you guys don't go back and start back with your stances, I say your guys' stances are terrible. I said, go back to the basic fundamentals of how you position yourself as a linebacker on this field. Start with your stance. Stance alignment, assignment, run, read, react. Those things does not change. I said, I've just watched 2 practices and I'm looking at your guys' stances and I can relate to the 4 plays that each and every one of you miss starts back with your stance.
Because they standing straight up.
Get your back. These particular feet was offset. I'm telling you, your feet be offset. You're both playing in the middle. You're not disguising. I said, I can see you moving around. I say, but get back to a position of foundation. So overall speaking, I think the fundamentals are missing.
Brinks TV, the intergalactic home of winning.
Hey, Ryan Bader here with Killcliff. Seen a lot of dry drink holes out there, brother. I see a lot of sad drink holes and a lot of dry and sad drink holes. I got one thing to say to that, brother. Drink a Kill Cliff, yeah. Boom, bitches. Now your drink holes are wet and happy. Keep them moist, people. Go to killcliff.com.
Kill Cliff lifestyle. It's freestyle, you know what I mean? It's freedom of expression. Look at this, expressive as you get, you know, without being overly busy and overly expressive. It speaks for itself. I feel like we're just getting started, and we're the new monsters in the game, the new beasts in the territory, the new dogs in the yard. And man, we're about to piss all over everyone. Ignite, Tekilla, Kiwi. Ching!
And now, because someone is always watching, Brinks TV presents Lumpfish Bowl. Lumpfish Bowl.
Thank you for coming today. I have important announcement. Kill Cliff is world's first and best clean energy drink. It come to my attention some people claim they are first clean energy. Fake. I hate fake people. Exhibit A. Here I am in secret lab making Joe Rogan Flaming Joe. Best-selling clean energy drink in world. Exhibit B. Type world's first and best clean energy drink ever.com. It's Kill Cliff.
And we are here in Loser's Final. Winner goes on, loser goes home. So Straw Hat versus Rorta. We saw how this played out in Loser's Winners semifinals. And now in Loser's Final. Chance to play against Pat 2, the Rob, hanging in Grands. And a little bit more than that on the line as the winner of this tournament getting $100 and perhaps even qualifying for the event on October 9th. Yeah, it's that's for 3K. A little bit at stake here. Rorta has done quite well for himself in all three of these tournaments over the past 2 weeks. Has some pretty good wins to their name. And certainly the wins over this Sephiroth thus far tonight have been nothing short of impressive. Straw Hat deciding to give Sephiroth another go, but simply not finding what they need against this very polished Ken, especially on Wi-Fi. Sephiroth has found its way up the tier list, but that's mostly from online play and in the hands of individuals like Ned, a very good Sephiroth from Chicagoland, #1 in on the Chicagoland PR, in fact. And yeah, first major back InfinityCon, Ned, the Sephiroth run. Yeah, no, we ain't forgetting that all that easy. So we're going to keep on rolling here. Gets the Giga Flare at ledge. Such shit. Oh man, that shield is so small. That's a nice setup for Straw Hat to take stock #1 off of the Ken from Florida, Rorta. And yeah, you saw that. You saw the poll. A couple of y'all thinking this might go the distance or stall out at round 4. It did go 5 games last time. I will say that. So. You never know. History could well repeat itself, though Rorta certainly hoping the result will not. Back airs. This is, trying to read these dashes in. Just saying, hey, you know what? I have the range to punish this. You really don't want to be messing with me if you're trying to get some sort of jump in or running dash attack, kind of push me off the stage, something cheeky like that. Messages are being sent with pretty much all of these things. Those of you familiar with fighting game terminology might have heard the cliche, neutral is a conversation. And it certainly is. You want to show them what you're kind of thinking. Oh my goodness gracious, the blow up on the middle of the stage wound up being a little bit more powerful than the one on the outside. Sephiroth certainly is light, and yeah, getting sent off of the ceiling, the shortest ceiling in the competitive moveset. Not moveset, stage list, excuse me. Getting my nomenclature mixed up, that's just how it happens. Oh my gosh, but running straight into the Masamune. I guess that happens too in Ultimate. Oh, but the dunk off of the stage, this well-practiced combo starts with the down tilts, and at those low percentages, if you're not ready to get yourself out of it, you could find yourself getting your head knocked off by those fists of Ken Masters. That's going to be Rorta going up game #1, and it did take 2 successive wins by Rorta for Straw Hat to finally break down and commit to Young Link, but it's going to be the Young Link yet again. Perhaps if Straw Hat decides to make that adaptation, certainly has faith in Sephiroth, but yet to score a win in this top 8 using the One-Winged Angel. Once again, folks, my name is Stu, the announcer, Mazer Stu, the announcer. Shout out to Mazer Gaming. Stuart Campbell rocking out with you here on Brinks.tv. That is BRINX.tv. It's where you go to pick up some Brinks bucks, get yourself some Kill Cliff, perhaps try out that Tequila Kiwi. Shout out to Israel Adesanya. It's a pretty fancy can, I gotta say, and pretty fancy tasting drink too. So not too fancy. It's not like, black tie social fancy. It's more like you should probably wear a collar to this backyard barbecue because it's an important occasion. Like this is like your nephew's first communion kind of thing, and you want to try to look like you really care. And you're probably giving him some Pokemon cards as a gift. It's not like formal form. It's kind of. I'm gonna stop talking. Anyway, game #2. Gonna stop talking, he says, as his job is to talk. Tatsumaki off of the stage and does in fact go to Young Link. Though definitely what I would say is the informed decision. Wound up switching to Young Link and taking 3 straight games off of this Ken, perhaps trying to see if they could catch them, expecting the Young Link, but the adaptation was simply had. Which character has the better moveset is the poll that you are seeing in chat right now. And I will say, certainly has their flaws and their shortcomings. Most certainly their advantages. Young Link, the character that has seen quite a bit of success. Ken as well in the hands of people like Riddles and Vendetta. I guess you could call individuals like Colonies and Skittles and certainly Straw Hat, their successes on Young Link, certainly well documented, as well as Toast, a very talented player from out of Ohio on the cusp of PGR. In fact, oh, gets caught with that boomerang. That's what happens when you don't get up right away. You become a target, and certainly if you're not careful, they're about a down tilt away from becoming a victim. Although that jump in through those projectiles, connecting with that back air. The educated feet of Ken is going to score stock number 1 in favor of Rorta. However, they're 140 percentage points into their second one. Yeah, that focus attack can only save you for so long. Gets you maybe 1 or 2 hits, but yeah, that down air, yeah, it stays out for a long time. I think it stays out for approximately the length of 1 patch of this game, something like that. I don't know. I'll check the frame data on that. But you gotta understand, folks. Neutral air. The bomb doing work yet again, as it tends to do. Down smash is going to be what sends. Again, it's a really good idea to give yourself a lot of space. You can get that read properly, especially on landing. The trajectory that it sends some people at is absolutely brutal. Catches them midair with the arrow. So good at setting those up. The item play of Straw Hat. And oh my gosh, and when you have all of those things, how does it feel to get kicked in the shins by a child? Straw Hat going to be asking him that question. We are all drawn up at 1. You know, with all the weapons that you have the Kokiri sword, you have the bombs, you got the boomerangs, you got arrows that are on fire, and ultimately, it's those leather boots that wind up doing it. We're going to get a question on here, and once again, Brinks.TV, BRINX. Play along, win some Brinks bucks. You know, definitely value your participation, your collaboration, and certainly your patronage. If you want to hit that tip jar, hey, boy, would appreciate it. Right up there. But yeah, for 200 Brinks bucks, which character is based on a different game after every 2 games? Bayonetta, Link, Falco Lombardi, or Marth? You're going to have to take that choice for yourselves. And it's a very interesting question. Some of this could come down to deductive reasoning if you know your video game history. So, yeah, just think about it, y'all. Which character did we go wild over through their redesign in the initial trailer? It was in fact Link that you saw. Remember that reveal for the game initially when they first dropped it? It was like March of 2018. We were all freaking out over, oh my gosh, it's Breath of the Wild Link. That's kind of crazy. Better believe the hero of time showing exactly that. Time has been kind to that character, I will say. Young Link, certainly benefiting from their youth and their quickness as well. We're going to see if there was perhaps a misselection of the stage, and they'll determine the next stage, and just a little bit of a false start, not a problem. So it was Rorta's stage pick, if I'm not mistaken. Straw Hat taking that last game. So yeah, thank you all for joining us yet again. Kiwi Low Tech Power Hour. We're just rocking out. It's Thursday night. We are gaming, bros, and yeah, we're just kind of chilling. If you're sipping on that Tekilla Kiwi, definitely shout that out in the chat. Always appreciated. Gonna get to these. Oh, we're playing rock, paper, scissors again. That's not all good. I'm gonna pick mines. Y'all go ahead and pick yours. And I don't know, it's not every day that you get to run John Brinks' fade in rock, paper, scissors. And if they really want to do something about it, they can come to the Esports Stadium on October 9th and challenge me one-on-one. I'm perfectly okay with that. Not a problem with me. But just saying, we're gonna have to have this. We're gonna have to settle this like Memphis Springus. That's just between you and I. I mean, I'm not gonna blow smoke up here. Wait a second. We're gonna get to the Tatsumakis in mid-stage, catching that landing of Straw Hat there. Pretty expertly so, but again, that bomb into the arrow, into the forward air. A lot of these combinations you're going to see repeats of. It's a very flowchart-oriented game, Smash Ultimate, just based on how you register knockback and everything. But sometimes all it takes is a flaming uppercut to the jaw, and certainly that will be the case for stock number 1 of this 3. Spot dodge, well done, but yeah, the spot dodge, it's only active for a couple of frames, but if you can correctly guess it, it gives you so much in terms of advantage. You're not hit stun off a shield. You're not having to drop frames or drop too many frames at the end of that animation. So yeah, you're doing pretty well for yourself. You time it out, and just that little dodge gives you just ever so slight extra amounts of time in order to react and hit an option of your own. Tatsumaki to cover ground. Probably expected to run off of the platform there, if we're being completely honest. Rota just misreading the situation a little bit. Can be hit or miss with this character. You have to take your guesses, but yeah, they got to be educated guesses, homie. Definitely knowing what Straw Hat wants to do in general. It's really just a matter of getting the timing right. Boomerangs. And then Nair straight to the face is going to send him off stage at 122. Decisive advantage for the Young Link right now. Going to stick with what works. Tatsumaki. Not going to work in their favor just yet. Pat 2 sitting in grand finals for the winner of this one. Only dropped 1 game in this top 8 bracket thus far. Having beaten the Minty one by a score of 3-0, beats Straw Hat 3-1. And the Shoryuken gonna put Straw Hat in another precarious position, though they do fastball back to stage, wanting to get out of disadvantage as soon as possible, though this damage is piling up quick. The straight hit kill power of Ken is something that you're going to have to be aware of. The Nair to the face at 161. At that point, it's just going to kill. You got to accept it. But there you go, that comeback factor. True input Shoryu on a relatively light character. Just like that, we're at 1 stock apiece. The set could go either way right now. Trying to set up on the boomerang. Not going to find it. And again, you know, I'm curious as to which one of these characters the chat thinks Rob would do better against, Young Link or Ken. So we'll have that poll up soon. So Rota gonna roar backwards and just throw out the forward air. Need a little spacing option if you can get it. Oh, tried to down smash, but the focus attack was active. Knockback was nullified. Just bopped on the head with the bomb. 161. I mean, yeah, you're not going to be able to get a word in elsewise, and if you're not ready for that tech, that bomb will hit you below the ledge. Saw the green light, that was techable. Rota simply could not react in time, was not ready for the explosion. And yeah, that Straw Hat, again, lulling them into that sense of security. That's going to be game number 3 in favor of Straw Hat. Rota has not been able to figure out this Young Link yet. This could be their second, third place finish in this in these power hours. We're going to see that poll, and we'll see what y'all think. Ken or Young Link, with Pat 2 waiting in grand finals. Young lady has an awful lot of talent, certainly benefits from the moveset of Rob the Robot, who's considered to be top tier by so many. And I'm just going to make my choice here, just because I want the Brinks bucks. And I'm not going to tell you what it was. So, sorry about that. Either way, the chat seems to think that is Young Link that has the advantage in that matchup, and you could definitely make a case for that. We're going to get right back into the action here as we go to game number 4. Straw Hat with an advantage. Rorta, I mean, has shown quite a bit of promise with that Ken. Was sent down to losers initially by a score of 3-2. All 3 of those wins came at the hands of Young Link as they went Sephiroth those first 2 games. Rorta simply has not been able to catch on, and the steady gameplay of Straw Hat is something to behold for sure. It's methodical, but it's never lacking in excitement, I will say that. So just 1 win away from getting the run back on that Rob the Robot in Grand Finals by the name of Pat 2. But yeah, you already know what you're watching. It's the Low Tech Power Hour presented by Killcliff Tekilla Kiwi. It's good stuff. If you ain't already know, winner of this one gets $100, and they'll be qualified to come right here to the Esports Stadium Arlington in Arlington, Texas, for the final event. Got a few celebrities coming through, among them Gable Steveson, the Olympic heavyweight freestyle wrestling champion, an absolute beast of an athlete, newly signed to WWE. Congratulations to him. And yeah, a couple other surprises to be announced very soon. But yeah, Israel Adesanya could be facing the winner of the bracket that happens here. Winner of that one, though, gets $3,000. So as we go on, Young Link and Ken, game number 4. If Rorta is able to figure it out, they're going to have to do so here, or else they will be condemned to yet another 3rd place finish. They're 2nd in 3 of these tournaments. And coming off the heels of a tournament win just a couple of nights ago, I can't possibly feel too good. Hadoukens and the bombs. Town and City giving themselves a little bit of space here. Trying to continue on with these combos, but the drift away. Well advised by Rorta. Pat 2, a pretty good player, all things considered. I'm reading the names of people that they have wins on. Yeah, they're no joke. This Rob is real. But Straw Hat, individual who's had some pretty good wins themselves. Rorta, well, got a win on Hungry Box just last night after having to go through Mr. Spike's, a pretty good Wi-Fi Pac-Man on the way there. Oh, and there you go. Rorta again suffering the first stock loss. Straw Hat looking to claim their place amongst the best Young Links that Wi-Fi has to offer. Skittles did so well with this character online, as did Colonies. But yeah, there's a few people that might want to lay claim to that title, all things considered. Oh my goodness. Jumps right into their face. And again, with those arrows, it is absolutely brutal. Straw Hat might have gotten turned around a little bit there. And finally, that first stock being taken by Young Link, or by Ken, but at 147%, almost full rage. It might just be a quick little down tilt and down air away. Rorta, my guy, Rorta. If we're being real, like, gotta keep it level with you. Can't be on 3rd place again, bro. That's a rough look. Going to see though, Straw Hat, how good have they been throughout the course of their lives? I mean, taking in-person games off of people like Vendetta and Zane and so many people prior to the events of last year. Took games legitimately off of Epic Gabriel, a very good Rob from Florida, PGR worthy, and certainly one of the online gatekeepers as well. people like Pharaoh, Beast, BMM. Like, this is what we're talking about, that quality, and Straw Hat personifying it, saying I am that and so much more. Straw Hat to grand finals. Jersey represent, folks. Huerta again out at third place. That is a rough sequence. For Huerta, but that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. They've been so consistent, but not able to make it out into grands yet again. They will bow out in third place for the second time in 2 weeks. So we're going to take a quick break, but coming up next, Pat 2 was waiting there in grands. So yeah, Pat 2 and Straw Hat Grand Finals is coming up next here on Brinks.tv.
Chaz, how are you doing? What's your favorite flavor of Killcliff CBD?
I like the strawberry days the best.
God, why are you so boring? Why?
Strawberry days isn't boring. Number one.
No, you're boring. The flavor is great, but you're just like, bleh.
Oh, I'm sorry that you asked me a question. I answered it. Brinkins, what would you like me to do?
He was setting you up, Chaz, to say something cool. And
say it with feeling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Why don't you say it with feeling, Chaz?
Mm-hmm.
Chaz, how are you doing? What's your favorite flavor of Killcliff CBD?
I like the strawberry days the best.
Did they put crack in it recently?
Oh, God, he's so embarrassing.
Brewings TV. Play, win, repeat. Oh my. Play, win, repeat. Oh my. Play, win, repeat. Oh my.
Band meeting with Tyler and Dave. Band meeting with Tyler and Dave.
It's happening. Holy moly. I can't believe it's 5 a.m. where I'm at, but you know what, Dave? This is what I'm willing to do for the podcast.
You must have traveled further west.
Yeah, I did.
It's 5 a.m.
What would it be? Where would I be at 5 a.m.?
I don't know, Japan
5 hours?
or something like that? No,
Yeah,
Hawaii?
Hawaii, I think, is 2 or 3 hours. Probably, you know, where they lost, where the plane actually went
You must
and lost.
Did you stay up late last night, like 9 p.m.?
Yeah, I did. I actually stayed up till 9 p.m.
Yes.
I watched some Murder, She Wrote.
You're not done revisiting the Murder, She Wrote catalog yet? I mean, you've been doing
Bro,
that.
there's like 10 seasons. Yeah. Our
And
guest today.
you have to do it. Yeah, you have to do it in groups, right? You can't watch all 10 seasons of Murder, She Wrote.
I could blast through it in the bathtub. But you know, it's sad when I just finished a show called White Lotus, and I was sad when it was over. It was only 6 episodes. You know, that's the new thing now, making miniseries. It's like bands doing EPs. It's like, no, more.
Yeah.
All our fans do that all the time. They're like, more. Where's new stuff? Where's new stuff? And it's like, So we, who knows? Maybe in the future, bands will start just making music more like the Beatles. Did we discuss that? Yeah, we did. We discussed the Paul McCartney thing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, this is, but that could be the future of music is starting to put stuff out more, you know, like a song every 3 months rather than take 3 years to do 10 or 12 songs.
I think it's coming.
Yeah.
I think it's coming.
Go check us out, bandmeetingpodcast.com. We got some merch on there. Make sure to go purchase your Killcliff. I think you can get this either at killcliff.com or I think it's now available in stores or soon to be in stores, but check it out on their website.
And welcome back. We are in grand finals here at the Tekilla Kiwi Low Tech Power Hour, the final prelim. There's 2 fighters, but only 1 spot. The Sephiroth has re-emerged, the one-winged angel, looking for revenge, trying to see how they fare against Rob the Robot. Trying to take over and pervert nature itself was Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII. Definitely corrupting the hearts of man, but didn't say anything about Machine. That's a whole 0 to death right off the jump. Pat 2, get you some, young lady. That is going to be stock number 1 on Town and City, and that is going to be a crazy turn of events. Yeah, so, I mean, we were kind of expecting the young Link to come out, considering the momentum that it had, but this is a full stock disadvantage. Sephiroth's stuff just not being as effective online, so it might seem. We know just how good this character can be. We saw players like Tweak and Ned do some incredible things with the one-winged angel. Simply not happening for them at the moment. Oh yeah, no. Just go ahead and slash their face off, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's 3 stocks to 1, 84% right now on this Rob on their first stock. It's a rough chain of events thus far. Digging the music. Sorry about that. Oh. Sephiroth. Again, gonna Octo Slash the way back to stage, bypasses the ledge entirely. One of the options that you have is Sephiroth, but got to be able to kill. And at 145, this might be an L, bro. I don't know about this matchup. Sephiroth gonna get back aired on the ledge. Oh no! Oh. Gave him a game, bro. Gave him game number 1. That is absolutely rough. Yeah, that's a rough one, bro. But Pat 2, nevertheless impressive. We're going to throw the poll up on the screen and go ahead. And will Straw Hat change to young Link yet again? I mean, after that game number 1, it's perhaps an easy assumption to make that they will change, or maybe they saw something in that matchup. I don't know. Maybe they just want that run back. We're going to have to see right now as we switch over to the screen. And game number 2 starting up. We are, in fact, going to see Sephiroth still the root of all evil in Final Fantasy VII. But, I mean, you know, if you can corrupt wholly, what's a robot to you? But, oh my goodness, we're seeing that right now. Oh my gosh, nah, I don't work off of live stream, bro. I work off of pure, cold, unfeeling steel. What is it that you want? Forward air. Gonna tag him up yet again. This Sephiroth eating a lot of damage. Not where you want to be when you are as light as Sephiroth is. Certainly not on, again, very short ceiling. And not a whole lot of distance from ledge to blast zone as well. 89 percentage points, slightly better pace than last game, considering we started with the 0 to death and all. The down tilt into the laser. One-winged angel does come out. That ups your damage just a little bit. And of course, it gives you a few other deadly properties on some of your moves. Gonna be a rough one right now. Oh man. This could be bad, but yeah, oh, tries to get another down tilt going, does not react in time, sitting at 114. Slashes through, trying to get the down smash off, but just completely ate it up. This Rob is getting back to stage just a little too easily. If you are Sephiroth, going to be rewarded with that up air. Mashes out, and that's 5 successive stocks taken by this Rob, known as Pat 2. And it's not like, it's not like Sephiroth hasn't been getting their licks in. One-winged angel already. But just getting hit a little too easily. Rob with the tools to be able to win neutral and even nullify the range that sword provides. So tough, and those lasers, just those stray hits, chipping away like 10, 15, even 20 percentage points at a time, they can absolutely murder you. And if you're not able to kill a heavy body like Rob, they will make you pay. Catches the landing, the down smash, 6 straight stocks, and Pat 2 is 1 game away from winning. And now it is gut check time for Straw Hat, who made it through to winners finals by way of a reverse 3-0. We know that they are able to do it, but it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And 3 games just to survive, to reset the bracket, could very well be too much. We're going to have to see if they're able to make a change either by gameplay or indeed by character. I did hear the sound of someone switching from the outside of from inside the ring to outside. Perhaps that is signaling or heralding, in this case, a character change back to that young Link that carried them to so much success, both online and off. Again, this is someone who wound up having a pretty decent run for themselves at Super Smash Con 2019, taking on some very good names, beating individuals like JRX, the Reading Rockman. Shout out to JRX back in PA. Love you, buddy. Danby, Buzzy, Dr. Copter. It's a very good players taking down some very prolific names formerly on the PR, like 6WX, in fact. But yeah, guy who's been a local killer, soon to be international. Perhaps if they make their return, they can show as such. But this is the stage right now. We can't worry about the future. And indeed, donned in red attire, the young Link will make their return as they step into the octagon. Smashville is the destination for game 3. We're trying to see what the verdict would be. And indeed, with wins over individuals like Tokyo and Atomisk and Stretch, people who are locally PR'd, and Atomisk, of course, the DDD that wound up qualifying for Smash Summit, getting voted in, doing pretty well, all things considered, well, considering the character anyway. Yeah, this is someone who has made South Jersey their own personal utopia, taking out some of the best that really all of Tri-State has to offer. Oh, got that up smash. Was looking for it anyway. Dashes in. Not able to find anything just yet. Down tilt and the up B. Yeah, that's their very famous up B, the whirling slash. That's going to be stock number 1 in favor of Red Verpo, and perhaps the tide has turned just enough. 6 successive stocks. That streak is broken, though. Pat 2 says no better time to start a new one. I don't think it'll be 3. I don't think it'll be 6. Excuse me. Says Pat 2. But you know what? If it has to stop at 3, I won't mind all that much. I promise. Young lady from San Antonio, Texas, looking to make their mark on this bracket at the expense of this celebrated young Link, one of the strongholds of New Jersey. Particularly the South Broca. Oh. Shields their own bomb at ledge. That's a bit of an annoying hang-up, but nevertheless. But that's gets the bomb. Trying to follow up with the Nair. Pat 2 says, I'm opinionated, if nothing else. That's going to be the up air. Hanging on to 147%, but again, the lack of weight on these characters might be coming back to bite Straw Hat. And the combo potential of Pat 2, an individual who has had wins on so many good players. People like Broken, LRA Start, Requiem. I mean, these are some absolute killers in the Wi-Fi game. E34, the Pac-Man, so they know how to play around some pretty patient individuals. Might be catching on just in time to get $100 in their pocket. And again, the gyro parries the boomerang. Well practiced, but again, just not enough. That would confirm on near any other character Straw Hat not going to jump in, waits out, gets them on the end frame of that up smash. Not going to get the kill off of that. And the combos, Straw Hat knows when it's their turn. I will say that. They know when you just shouldn't press buttons right now, but certainly know when to do so, as well as they have shown here. Taking a few pretty impressive tournaments. We're looking at this info, and the Nair at 122%. One read off of the jump on the up smash will do it, but Straw Hat has been controlling the neutral, trying to live to fight another day. Jumps back in, catches him with the arrow. Gets that Nair right in the face. They were waiting for that moment of advantage. Pops him up. That might have been the forward air. That could have been their chance. No guarantee that they'll get another one quite like that. Pops him up with the boomerang. Goes under the platform. They know that is going to be the safest space to be. No real risk of getting anything off of a runoff. Runoff up the platform is going to be the Nair at 173%. All the way across the stage. That kill. That kill. And Straw Hat survives. 2-1 is the score. Pat 2 can't be counting that that Benjamin Franklin just yet. So that's game number 4 we're going to. Straw Hat looking awful good with that Young Link. Every single game they have won in this bracket thus far, in fact, has been at the hands of the young warrior from the Kokiri Forest. But we're going to see if this does in fact keep up. Pat 2, pretty much a Rob specialist, knowing how good that character can be, has experimented a little bit with Palutena and Min Min, but not as much in terms of results as with Rob the Robot. In fact, going as far as to beat Mabel, the Dr. Mario specialist, by a score of 3-2. Mabel, a very good player from Alabama, but not a Dr. Mario is not exactly who you consider good in this game, but Mabel makes me sick. I'll just say that. We're going to go to game number 4 now. Back to Smashville. And again, just catching him with these down tilts, following up with that quick damage off of the forward air. Usually it would be maybe not enough to kill at that percentage, but you're getting close at that one. I'll say that. You saw the red light, but the DI wound up tripping him up. Laser gets shielded. Oh, and just nullify all of that. Spin right through it. The spin to win, the Wollywop, whatever you want to call it. Although Straw Hat quickly matches. We are going to 2 stocks apiece. And again, so close yet so far away. This young Link not going down without a fight. I think that was a dash grab they were going for. Not going to find the mark. Young Link wisely rolling out of the way. Straw Hat fought a few Links in their time. Certainly people up in New York might be familiar with that character at the hands of players like Zamba or indeed Dill from our good friends over at the House of 3000. Up smash. Oh my goodness gracious. The spin to win and the laser to follow it up, trying to take advantage of that horrible disadvantage that Young Link has. This is the door that has been opened for Pat 2. All they got to do is kind of levitate right through it. I would say walk, but I don't know. It's Rob walking, if I'm being completely honest. You need legs to do that. Anyway, it's going to be 1 stock away for Pat 2, this very talented young lady. But again, the item play of this young Link, very patient, trying to be as risk averse as possible. 43% there, but you're slowly running out of time. Looking for the charged up down smash, it looks like. Yeah, it's a good option coverage, especially at ledge. It might be able to cover the roll, in fact. 150%. Gonna meet the bomb with the gyro, nullifies the damage that they would have taken. We're gonna... Again, these bombs, but the spin to win at the ledge. just off of the ledge. They just have not been ready to do that. It erases so much of your coverage or your ability to do so. And off the ledge, that is going to be it. Pat 2 is going to take the last prelim for the Tekilla Kiwi Low Tech Power Hour by a score of 3-1. Pat 2 is your winner. The young lady from San Antonio, Texas, taking it. That's going to be an easy drive up for them if they choose to come up. And they're $100 richer. They might just be $3,000 richer if they can make it through that bracket, which again, taking place on October 9th at the Esports Stadium in Arlington. And that's where I'm at right now. Ain't it great when the party comes to you, folks? That's a luxury of mine. But we certainly hope that you're joining us as well. And certainly you're going to be catching it right here on Brinks.tv. So once again, folks, the recap of the bracket: Rorta taking third place, Straw Hat, a very good showing, taking second. First turning back in a while, in fact. But yeah, not a bad little warm up for them, gotta say. Taking down people like Cosmic B last night, and then taking it to an individual like Rorta in the losers final, and indeed winner semifinal. At the end of the day, it is Pat 2, the Rob, that winds up taking it. The rise of the machines continues here on Brinks.tv. So that is going to do it for us, I believe. So once again, thank you all for watching. If you want a tip, go right ahead. The tip jar is up there. If you want to grab a case of this stuff, Tekilla Kiwi. It's good stuff, clean caffeine. Gonna bop along. Just kind of let this music play us out. So for John Brinkus, Courtney Vargas, and all of us here at the Low Tech Power Hour, I am Mazer Stu, the announcer, saying good night, rage on, and until we meet again,